Please watch my first video for context if you haven't seen a more specific Jesus prophecy with an exclamation mark at the end. Please watch these videos on a big screen so you can read excerpts from a prophecy that can help good Christians ID the man of lawlessness. I'll tackle the operation of error in a second, but I just have to say that if anything happens to myself or my loved ones, any vengeance sought by the lawless one or his allies will be noticed by people in the press. Then people will know that I struck a nerve with the man of lawlessness or his allies, and it would likely signify that the operation of Satan is active and setting the table for the destruction it aims to bring. I believe the lawless one would join an unholy alliance to counter existing alliances between countries, and they may look to take allies of righteous alliances off the board. I believe the unholy alliance would like to silence truth tellers in the press or anyone reporting or highlighting their activities. So be on the lookout for this. Because we're tasked with revealing him, presumably to show ourselves worthy, there would have to be evidence of his crimes and deception, probably people warning of him. And if they're not in possession of the same prophecy, they wouldn't be able to reveal him. That's where you come in. So above the line we have excerpts from a more specific version of prophecy. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I concluded, because the lawless one is also the son of destruction, and that's destruction of biblical proportions. He would have to head up a powerful military, if not stopped. The operation of Satan includes the lawless one, every powerful work, lying signs, portents, and every unrighteous deception. Every powerful work, I believe, is every work that runs on power, in other words, technology. Lying signs, I believe, are campaign signs that say the lawless one, the son of destruction, could make things better, or something similar. These would indeed be lying signs. Portents could be lies told while campaigning. My Webster's dictionary defines portents as prophetic indications. So these could be lies that indicate that if you vote for my opponent, terrible things will happen. These lies would foreshadow doom and gloom under an opponent's leadership. I fear the lawless one would prey on our love for our children and pets and use our fears about the future to his advantage. These scare tactics could involve the economy, immigration, or any hot-button issue. He could make up numbers that have no basis in fact. However, it should be noted, these portents could also foreshadow a utopian society under the son of destruction's leadership. More deception. Presumably, both would be used on the campaign trail, so be on the lookout for this. Now for the operation of error. So that is why God lets an operation of error go to them, that they may get to believing the lie, in order that they all may be judged because they did not believe the truth, but took pleasure in unrighteousness. So we know it's a lie of biblical proportion, having to do with the operation of Satan and the man of lawlessness. Chronologically speaking, it doesn't have to follow the operation of Satan. It could precede it and spread concurrently. Given its magnitude, this lie could have multiple goals. It could undermine confidence in institutions and elevate the lawless one at the start of his campaign. This way, he could swat away accusations made by members of institutions such as law enforcement, intelligence agencies, as well as the media that would surely surface. His followers would believe him, having already believed the lie. Also, because operations of this nature are usually conducted by governments, and he would not yet be in government, the operation of error would likely be the work of a foreign leader, probably a dictator. Knowing psychopaths and narcissists, he would have to be to antagonize a powerful nation and think he could get away with it. I don't think such a person could resist the opportunity to get back at his enemies. I suspect specific individuals would be named, perhaps with collateral damage included to deceive. This foreign government would not want to show itself responsible. Unfortunately, with today's technology and skilled hackers, the kind of hackers that could perfect deepfake technology, for instance, a terrible lie accusing the innocent of heinous crimes while elevating the lawless one could be made to materialize in the lap of an online influencer, undetected, without leaving a trace. The influencer and his followers, and anyone disseminating the unrighteousness, would bear false witness against their countrymen, having already incurred God's judgment for believing the lie. Succumbing to the operation of error, believers of the lie would become willing receptors of unrighteous deception and perish for it. So careful what you believe without evidence. Hearsay isn't evidence, it could be the operation. It might please you because you don't agree with those it vilifies, but this could lead to your destruction. I believe we were gifted this correction because the other Bibles were a little off and would keep us from breaking down the prophecy the way that I have. If God gave us more undeserved kindness and tasked the watchers with gifting us the correct prophecy, they couldn't simply reveal themselves as watchers. We need to show our faith, but knowing that we would have developed attachment to our own Bibles, they would look to give us clues. A tract can be a go-between. A watchtower is a great place to oversee society, and the use of a synonym could hint at their identity. Those are my clues. When you discover his identity, be sure to reveal the man of lawlessness and show your displeasure, so that lawmakers can oust him from office or keep him from ever holding office in the first place. If the lawless one has access to a list of the most delusional people voicing their opinions on social media, he could place them in positions of power to force the unwilling to go to war at gunpoint. Innocents were lured and then forced to the front lines in Ukraine by Russia, Putin's doing. They were perceived to be enemy combatants and shot. This revealed Ukrainian positions that could be bombed. I would expect no less from the operation of Satan. Thank you.